Hey everyone, this is Eric, KJ4YZI. I got a brand new toy here for a video on my channel. This is the Rigexpert AA-1000 antenna analyzer. And this I purchased from www.gigaparts.com. I got one hell of a deal on there. I went through the web chat on the website and talked to Rebecca and Jeff, and both of them work in the store. But they helped me make the purchase, and it was well worth it. I haven't even got to play with most of the features yet, but this video is going to show you what comes in the box, what it does, give you a brief overview, a couple tests with it, show you it is compatible, or it's usable with the computer to do some analyzing on the computer with the included USB cable. So let me show you what this comes with, and we'll get to the playing around with it. So when you open the box, first thing you're going to get is the manual. Now the manual, this one covers several models. I have the AA-1000 here, and the manual is also available online. So what a lot of people do nowadays is I keep this in the bag and go ahead and download and even print out the online manual. That way, if I ever decide to sell this, I got the manual brand new in the package, because you know when you start flipping through it, the pages get all messed up. So the manual is available online. It also, let's see, here is the AA-1000 analyzer. Now this looks similar to the AA-600 and other models. It comes in this bag to keep the meter out of the elements if you're working outside, or you just want to keep it as clean as possible. It's got a nice Velcro cover on the top here, and it's plastic, so it's got the hooks on the side here, so that it comes with the lanyard here if you decide to go use this on top of a tower, or you just want to keep it around your neck or off your belt while you're working outside, keep it in the case. But taken out of the case, here is the unit itself, and you'll see I still haven't used it much. I still have the plastic protector on the screen. I don't take this off until I can't stand it anymore. I like to keep that on as long as possible, keep the screen from, even on my cell phones and radios, I keep that on. But this is the model here, and it has an end connector on the top. And if you're wondering, well, I don't have an end connector on my coax. Don't worry. They have a N to SO239 screws right on the top. Because I don't have anything at the moment that uses N, but if you're working up there in the 900 megahertz and you have an N connector on your coax, you would use it without the adapter. But they have you covered with the adapter, so that's good. It's one less thing you have to buy. And the batteries go in the back here. You just push on this tab and slide it down like this. Batteries, 3 AA's. Now the good thing about this model is it comes with a rapid super quick charger and 3 ready-to-use nickel metal hydride AA's. And I guess previous models or different models don't have these. They expect you to keep dumping the AA's in there, so this comes with the ready-to-use rechargeables. So you can pop these in, fire it up, and get to it. You don't have to wait to recharge 8 hours in the batteries or whatever. And this charger, if you look at the plug inside here, I haven't even used this charger yet. The plug has the European style prongs on the end, but again, don't worry. It comes with, I call these a Euro plug. A lot of Chinese radios come with this, or European models. You would plug this charger into up here, and then it turns it into a regular US 110 blade socket here. So again, if you're in a European market, you wouldn't use this, but I call these the Euro plug. All right, and it comes with, there's the lanyard there, and it comes with the USB cable. Again, this is usable on the computer, and we'll show you a brief demo on my HF wire on what it looks like with the computer and the software. The software is downloadable on the internet. It doesn't come with a CD. Maybe they'll include that in future models. But right now, the software is downloadable. So right now, what I want to do is go ahead and what I'll do is I'll put the batteries in real quick, all right, and give you a real quick idea. And there's a lot of features on here. I'm not going to go through them all, but I'd like to show you a couple things, such as multi-SWR, Smith chart, TDR, stuff like that. When you put the batteries in, first thing to do is power button down here. You see it turn on. And you'll notice the screen here is inverse, black and white. And I did that because of the camera that I'm using. You can change this to blue on white or pink on white, purple, such. But there's different menus in here, and you'll see if my camera will cooperate here. You'll see there's modes like scan SWR, there's show SWR, PC mode. There's a function button down here, the F. If you press F, it'll take you to other ones like multi SWR, the polar chart, TDR. All right, and TDR is time division reflectometer, I think, time data reflectometer. What that is you could go ahead and shoot a trace down your coax or your feed line and see if you have any faults at a barrel or any faults in a cut or a splice. TDR will show you based on measurements or the length that you put in. It'll scan all the way from the meter to the antenna and show you exactly what your coax is doing. Other features, like I said, there's even a help. If you look at the buttons here, there's even a help menu here. So when I get to use all of this, when I get to, say, the Smith chart or the TDR, it'll show you when you press help, okay, press number 5 to enter this mode while you're in TDR, or press function 9 to activate this. It's all in the manual. Again, I'm not going to go through everything in the manual here, but I just want to show you what this looks like. And you know, the arrows to adjust your frequency and the range, all right? And for instance, it's just a matter of direct entry on here for the frequency. If you wanted 27 megahertz or 30 megahertz, you would type in the frequency, and you would type in 0029,600. That would be 29.6. That'd be the FM portion of 10 meters. And then you would run your test, scan SWR, show SWR, or you can do stuff like multi SWR here. Nope, that's not it. Cancel. That would be 7. There you go. Now you see, this is what I'm going to show you on the next segment of the video. Is my quad band antenna in my car has 10 meters, 6 meters, 2 meters, and 70 centimeters, and it'll scan all 4 at the same time, which is good because if you have a multi-band trapped vertical, or you're wanting to see a long wire, if you're using it for multi-band, like a G5 RV or something, and you want to see, okay, I have a dip at 20, or where am I at on 20, and where am I at on 40 and 15? It'll scan them all in real time. This is all shown in real time, which I'll show you here in a minute on the video. So as you make a change, the number changes. You don't have to go sweeping the whole frequency again. So first, let's go out to the car and show you what that looks like on the quad band antenna. Then we'll head in and show you what it looks like on the PC. So here I am in my car. I'm going to show you the multi SWR function. This is good for multi-band verticals, such as the diamond I have on my car here is the CR8900 quad band. It does 10 meters, 6 meters, 2 meters, and 70 centimeters. And you can very easily, you hold the function here, okay, and then you select 7 for multi SWR. Now I have this set already for the FM portions of 10 meters, 6 meters, 2 meters, and 70 centimeters. You can do up to 5 bands here. I'm only using the 4 here. Now when I press the OK button here, it's going to scan all 4 bands. Now you can see right now I have a real-time shot of the SWR on all 4 of these bands, and this is great for my 40 through 10 meter vertical, 40 meter through 10. I can see exactly what band is, or where the SWR is on each band, and tune it accordingly for that band. So right now I see that I'm in pretty good shape for this antenna. However, if it only showed me that 10 meters was real high, I can adjust the 10 meter stub on the top and not have to go through each one, because if I adjust the 10 meter stub on top, it'll somewhat affect the other bands, but I could see exactly where that changes any of the other bands. Like when you adjust the 10 meter stub, it has effects on 6 meters as well. So I can kind of get an idea of all 4 bands here, and this is real time. So these numbers are, if you make any change, it's going to show you right now. Just like if I use the frequency up or down, I can move this frequency here. You see 10 meters, and I can see if I were to go down, if the SWR is going to go up, and vice versa, to get the exact resonant point where 1-to-1 would be. So that's a good one of the great features I like about this Rigexpert is the multi SWR. It takes the guessing out of my wire, HF wire. I can see exactly which, I could program 5 in here and see, okay, well, I'm pretty resonant on 20, but 17 meters and 15 meters don't look so good, and tuning accordingly. So that's a great feature. All right, so what about one band? Well, you could do that too. If you just select number 4 for SWR, scan SWR. All right, now you would set this frequency. Number 2 would bring up the frequency. Now you would basically, for let's say 10 meters in this car, I would type in 002960. That's going to set it for 10 meters. Okay. Now if I hit OK, the little check bar here, check mark, it's going to go ahead and scan, and it'll show you your resonant point on 10 meters. Now you can see, if I use these arrows and go frequency plus here, I can look and see my best spot is 29.892. So my antenna is short. I need to go longer. And that's great. This function here, real time. Not real time, but you know, adjustable here to see exactly what your SWR is. You could also, if you just press cancel, you could also go to number 7, show SWR, and that's going to show you right here what your SWR is. Press OK, and it gives you a real time. And if you make an adjustment, that's going to change. You don't have to do a sweep again and scan and recalibrate. You can see the number there, 1.13. That's my resonant point there. Now if I go down in frequency, you should see that the SWR is going to go up. Actually, that's pretty good right there. We're going to go down to where I was at before. And you'll see it going up. So that means my antenna is a little short. I need to pull that stub up a little bit, make it longer. So that's awesome. And you can do this, again, practically DC all the way up to 1,000 megahertz. So I'm just using this as an example for 10 meters because that's what I have in the car here. And I've checked it out on my HF wire, but I just wanted to have a simple approach here on a video. So, very cool. Alright, so open a browser and head over to Rigexpert.com. Alright, and that's going to take you right to the main page. Now you'll see up in the top left here, you want to pick your analyzer. This one, what I'm showing you, is the 1000. And here is the page for the 1000. Under resources here, you'll see software downloads, firmware updates, and user manuals. That's where you get all this information. Click on software downloads, and the top one should be the newest installation. Click on download the zipped file, download it to your computer, unzip it to a folder you know where it's at, and run the software. I recommend doing it without the analyzer plugged into USB first. Let it install the drivers. Then when you plug in the USB to the device, it should pop up in the bottom right and say installed. Then you should be ready to go. It will assign a COM port to the analyzer, and what you're going to want to do is go into the start menu, into all programs, and you should have a Rigexpert VHF antenna analyzer folder. Clicking on show serial ports is going to show you mine is on COM4. Now this is very important because if you just plug it in and go to fire it up, it's not going to, unless you know where your COM port is, it's not going to connect to the device in the software. So here's COM4, and so I'll go back to the software here and open it up and click on AntScope software, and this is what it looks like. Now once I'm on COM4 on the analyzer, turn the analyzer on, go to, I think it's press arrow up when you're at the main menu, and it should put it into PC mode. It'll say PC mode right on the screen. Click on configure, choose your analyzer here, it'd be the 1000. Then go down to COM port, choose your COM port. Mine is on 4, yours may be different. The speed is defaulted to 38.4, so just leave that alone. Now, you should be connected. So go ahead and, for instance, you can go to view, and we'll start with SWR. That's what I have checked here. Go to measurement and click on range. Now this is just basically getting you started. So click on range, and I'm going to use limits here, 3 megahertz to 30. That's going to scan 80 through 10. All right, and then I'll just go to, let's see, we'll go to, there it is. Oh, okay. Once you click on range, I'm sorry. once you click here, you'll see in the bottom left, data transfer, and 40, 50, 60, it's going to 100%, and it's going to lay out the graph here. Now here's your SWR chart from 3 megahertz to 30, and you can go 0.1 to 1,000 if you want. My HF wire is an 80 meter off-center fed dipole that I use to tune on multiple bands. It works rather well, but you'll see here. Now as you move your mouse on this blue line, it'll show you what frequency it is, what the SWR is, your return loss, and some other factors, your Z and your cable, the cable length for a quarter wave and a half wave, and a lot of different things. Again, I haven't got totally familiar with everything here, but if you're familiar with the antenna analyzers, you'll know exactly what this is. So I can see here for basics, right here, the lower the point is 1-to-1 SWR, and you'll see 1.5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then an infinite way on the top. And on the bottom is your scale. 3 megahertz is the first line, 16.5 is your center, which is the dotted line, and 30 megahertz is the top. So I'll go to, say, right here, the low point is 3.2 megahertz. Now, this is a multi-band wire. It's not going to be resonant every single band where I need it. That's why you use a tuner on HF with this. I could make a monoband antenna and cut it to frequency, but in this situation, this is what I'm using. And again, I get fabulous reports. So that's just for the people that criticize, hey, your antenna is not resonant anywhere. So right here, 3.27 megahertz, I'm at 1.96 SWR, and it shows you all the other factors there. And then I can look here and go to the next drop down here to the bottom. Right in 40 meters in the CW portion, way down in the bottom, close to the digital portion, you're at I'm at 1.36, so I'm pretty good there even without a tuner. And of course, the next drop here would be 13.5. That's under 20 meters. So my 20 meter resonant point, right about the voice, that's PSK right here, 1.72. Not bad. Could be a little better, but we'll go up here to, say, 14. If I can get to it here, it's not very, it's hard to get exactly where you want it, but 14, let's see, 14.3 or 340 is 2.23. So I can see here that the 20 meter portion of voice or phone is right around 2 to 1. And then of course 17 megahertz here, 20 megahertz, and 12 meters here. 12 meters is pretty good, 1.3 to 1. Yeah, roughly. And then 10, look at 10 meters here. The 10 meter PSK portion is 5.06 SWR. And you know what's funny, when I use my tuner, I make better contacts on 10 meters than I do on any other band with this antenna. And my SWR is not even that resonant there without a tuner. So again, your tuner is not tuning your antenna, it's tuning the input of the radio. So your tuner is not making this 1-to-1 here in 10 meters. So one thing to remember. That's a whole different video. So that's the SWR on a graph. And if you wanted to do one band, you can set the range here under measurement, the limit from, say, 14, let's go 14.00 or 000 to 14.350, the entire 20 meter band. Click OK. It's going to start data transfer down here, and it's going to show me the whole 20 meter band right there, start to finish, from 14 to 14.350. I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay for the CW and data portion, and the phone portion, you know, almost 2 to 1. So that's that. Now, if you go up here to view, and let's go to Smith chart. All right. And we'll do the measurement range. We'll go, again, we'll just leave it here at 20 meters. Click OK. You're going to see data transfer in the bottom left. And this is going to be, now I'm not the best on reading a Smith chart, but this is what it's, well, that's 20 meters here. That's what it's showing me on the Smith chart. To my understanding, the best would be here in the middle. So with the impedance and the SWR. So let's go back to range, and we'll set it 3 megahertz to 30. This is just for demonstration.
And here we go, data transfer. Alright, so this is 3 to 30. And you'll see if you drag your mouse around here, now this is 100 points. You can set more points if you'd like. So you get more of a smooth round taper there. But for instance, like here, this point, 13.53 megahertz, 1.25 SWR with my return loss and my phase and all that. And so if you're using a Smith chart for this analyzer and you're good at using that, this is right up your alley here. This is there's a lot more ways to set this up for what you need. And again, there's the time domain reflectometer. I said time division. It's time domain reflectometer. And some other things here, the phase and stuff like that. So this is your software for the AA-1000. And I hope I've covered all bases on this video, whether it be showing you the meter in action or the computer. And I hope that this is going to be helpful for a lot of the antennas that I play with and build. I might start building more antennas with this, being that I have a proper piece of gear to actually tune it, and maybe I'll start getting into homemade beams and stuff and see exactly where my resonant points are and stuff. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. There's a link where I bought it in the description below this video. And take care. 7-3. This is KJ4YZI.